Hello, crochet friends. Welcome back. Do you have trouble with gaps on the back of your mosaic crochet pieces? Well, I have a special stitch that I developed years ago called an anchored double crochet that I'd like to teach you today to eliminate those gaps. So let's take a look. Here I have two swatches which are identical, except for this swatch is made in the regular way of doing mosaic crochet, and you get these gaps here because these white stitches are not worked into the blue stitches. They're worked into the other white stitches. This swatch was worked with my anchored double crochet, and you can see that there's no gaps on the back. So I'd like to teach you that today so that you can eliminate those unsightly gaps on the back of your mosaic crochet projects. So I've gotten the first two rows already worked here, and let's do a few anchored double crochets. You can substitute these anytime you want to on a mosaic crochet project that you're working on, as long as it's this specific type of crochet, mosaic crochet, that's worked in the front loops 2 rows below. So whenever I start the first stitch in my row, I like to start with a slip knot on the hook. And we're going to be working into both rows, the previous row and the row below that. So we're going to start by inserting our hook under 2 loops of the first stitch, and that makes it a little bit stronger on the edge, and we pull up a loop. Now we're going to start the double crochet that's typically worked in the free loop of the stitch on the row below. So we'll yarn over and insert our hook from bottom to top in that first front loop, and yarn over and pull up a loop in that front loop. Now we usually have 3 loops on the hook with a double crochet, but we have 1 extra with an anchored double crochet because we worked into that stitch in the row below. So we will work a yarn over and pull through 2 loops, which is the first part of a double crochet. And now we'll yarn over and pull through the last 3 loops. We would typically pull through 2 loops, but we have this extra loop right here for the anchored double crochet. We still have 1 stitch at the top, but we have a long double crochet here, and it's worked in both stitches, so it's anchored here. Let's go ahead and work a few of these stitches across. So we're going to have our loop on the hook from the previous stitch instead of a slip knot, and we'll go ahead and insert our hook in the back loop. You can work your stitches the rest of the row under both loops or just the back loop of the row right below. The previous row is what this one's called. So we'll pull up a loop. This is like we're starting a single crochet, but we're not going to finish it. Now we're going to start the double crochet portion down here in the free loop of the row below. Yarn over and pull up a loop. So we have those 4 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2, and we have 3 loops left. We'll yarn over and pull through those 3. Now you can see that this looks almost identical to a double crochet. The only thing's different is this extra loop right here. When we do our last yarn over and pull through, we're pulling through 3 loops instead of 2. So let's do it one more time. We'll insert our hook into the next stitch of the previous row, and pull up a loop. Then we'll yarn over, insert our hook into the front loop of the stitch in the row below that, and pull up a loop. We have 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2, and yarn over and pull through the last 3. And you can see on the back that these stitches are anchored. So let's do a few regular mosaic double crochets into the front loop of the stitch on the row below and do our double crochet. And we'll do another one so we can compare these. Let's look at the back. These two double crochets are not anchored here in the previous row. They're only worked into the row below that. So we're going to have a gap there. If we want to eliminate that gap, we're going to do an anchored double crochet. So we anchor the stitch in the previous row, and then we do our double crochet in the row below that. We start that double crochet, and then we finish that double crochet. And there it is, anchored. So that's how to work an anchored double crochet. I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration on this stitch and that you'll try it on one of your next mosaic crochet projects. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of my videos in the future, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and happy mosaic crocheting to all of you.